This file was recovered from the Unsolved Archives. Its clearance has lapsed. Nothing in it has been corrected. For 30 years, the only witness to Dana Vogel's murder was a single drop of blood. No name, no match. It just sat in an evidence freezer, waiting for the science to catch up. In 2026, it finally did. The blood got a name. There was just one problem. The man it named was 8 years old the night she died. The blood was real. The match was impossible. That's where this file begins. Accession UA-103, Division 6, Cold Case Unit. The match that couldn't be. This file is open. Dana Vogel, 34. A night shift pharmacist in a quiet town where nothing happened. Until one winter night in '96, someone was waiting for her after close. There was a struggle. And for the first time, the attacker left something of himself behind. His own blood, a few drops on the floor. Back then it was useless. No database to search. So they froze it, closed the file, and Dana waited 30 years. Then in 2026, the freezer gave up a name. Exhibit A. They ran the old blood through forensic genetic genealogy, the technique that caught the Golden State Killer. It doesn't just look for a match. It builds a family tree out of distant cousins and closes in. Branch by branch, it narrowed to one family, then one household, then one name. After 30 years, the archive finally had its man. And then someone checked his date of birth. Here's the fact that cracks it open. A person can carry someone else's DNA in their blood, permanently. It happens after a bone marrow transplant. The donor's marrow makes the recipient's blood, so their blood tests as the donor. Their cheek, their hair, their skin, still their own. But their blood belongs to the stranger who saved their life. So the archive stopped asking who this family was and started asking a stranger question. Did anyone in it ever give marrow away? They found it in a faded photo from '94, a community donor drive 2 winters before Dana died. One man from that family rolled up his sleeve and gave bone marrow to a stranger on the registry. His marrow went on to grow inside someone else, someone whose blood has carried his DNA ever since. The blood on Dana Vogel's floor never belonged to a killer in that family. It belonged to whoever got the marrow. So the question gets small and sharp. Who, in Dana Vogel's life, was alive because of a stranger's marrow and had a reason to be there that night? Because Dana had caught someone dipping into the pharmacy's controlled cabinet. She told a friend she was going to report it that week. She never got the chance. Whoever she caught is the man whose blood was never his own. 3 people stand in the blood shadow. The young man it pointed to first, who wasn't even old enough to be there. The donor, who gave his marrow and never knew where it went. And the man who received it and carried another family's DNA out of that hospital and into the rest of his life. The blood named the wrong family for 30 years. You've seen how. Now, who did it really find? The file is now in your hands. The blood is real. The match is real, but the man who grew that blood is not the man who spilled it. Somewhere between a donor drive and a pharmacy floor, the DNA started telling the truth about the wrong person. So the archive won't ask you whose blood the lab found. It'll ask whose hands it was really on. Say the name in the comments. The archive won't confirm it, but the wall remembers who called it. One detail still doesn't fit. That '94 donation record was pulled from the registry quietly years later, using a credential retired after a case upstate. The same credential signed off on exactly one other sealed file in this archive. A grain co-op, a man in a silo. It should have nothing to do with a pharmacist's blood. This thread stays open. The Wall of Detectives. Every file, the detectives whose verdicts hold are named here by rank, by name. The archive never tells you the answer, but the wall remembers who found it. Tonight it's empty. Solve this file, detective. Your name goes here. This file stays open. They all do. In 7 days, the names that called it right go up on the wall, and the verdict is pinned for the ones who stayed. The full-size case files never open on this channel. They're sealed, printable investigations, and the link is below. A new file every week. The archive stays open. So should you.